highlights on his performance.
The highlight is for him. Yeah, right. The 3 goals had to be with him. Yeah. So we knew it. So in Germany, in Eintracht Frankfurt, make a good number. So against Orient, had 3 clear chances, couldn't score. So we knew sooner or later when the dynamic, the group was good and the performance was good, he could show what he is. Hopefully, he can handle the biggest compliments now is coming, because this is non-stop. When it's down, everyone was scared, but I think he stood up and he walked smiling like always. I didn't speak with him, I didn't speak with the doctors, but if the doctors didn't come from bad news, so hopefully we'll be fine. When Kyle left, Kevin became the first. It was one backend, and I nominated, not them, I nominated Erling to be a captain. Because when one player will be 10 years here, hopefully it will be 10 years, sooner or later you take this type of responsibility, or what does it mean better will be in the future. So sooner or later, for a question of time, Erling will be. I think the present for Nico helped us a lot, because these 10 balls, the 50-50, like he wins 7, you can run, we lose 7, they will run. I think I had the feeling that the club contact and bought an incredible player for the future in terms of mentality.
Yeah, we're disappointed, very disappointed with our general performance today. I expected us to be really competitive today. I don't think we, just starting off the ball, in terms of trying to deliver a really competitive, energetic performance, it wasn't there. Then the duels, we were off on our duels, so then it becomes very difficult because they're still the best team in the Premier League. And it's a real frustration for us, because to be an elite team, you've got to be consistent. You've got to figure out ways to be competitive, even if you're not feeling your best or as cohesive as you want to be. Certainly today, it looked like a difficult start to the game for us, but then we never responded really in that first half. It was a tough half to watch. I thought we were much better in the second period, but the game was gone.
Hello and welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. I'm Ken Ochonogo. It's been such a week how you announce yourself to a league like the EPL. We've had persons who come in and score 2 goals. Remember Ruud van Nistelrooy scoring 2 goals. Fabrizio Ravanelli, when he made his debut right there, it was 1, 2, 3, and nobody else has done that. We have an Egyptian king in the EPL, but right now there is a prince. There is the crown prince waiting to take over from Mo Salah. What an announcement of what he could do. We saw a glimpse of his scoring 15 goals right there with Eintracht Frankfurt before he came to England. And we say you don't sign good players you rarely sign good players at the January transfer window. But they did it, and City got their man. Playing against high-flying Newcastle yesterday, it was not what we expected, because we're saying, having demolished Arsenal and then being there consistently, we thought they will offer this not so consistent City, give them a fight for their money. But then it has to be an Oma show. So we look at what happened yesterday. We look at that in the first of all introduction. He introduced himself, not just to the EPL, but the football fandom all over the world. Away from that, we remain there in the EPL, because today it will be Spurs taking on Manchester United. One has not won the league since 1961, the other one since 2013, and is still counting. And they are there flowing. They're supposed to be among the. Initially, there used to be the big six teams in England. Arsenal, Manchester United, Liverpool, Everton, Tottenham, and I think with the sixth team there. There used to be six big teams. I think Chelsea are made of the 6 teams, But right now, it now moved from big 6 to top 4, because during the era of the Premier League. And if you don't make it, City actually are right now in the top 4, even in their worst season as it is in the last few years. So it is not just football talk. The NPFL also is riding high. And I don't know which was the private teams that have won the league before. We'll look at that. I'm trying to look at, of course, Inwanyang was a private team, yeah. and when I was a private team. So, but for a very long time, it has now, we've been trying to see where the government teams have been dominating. But right now, it looks at Remo Stars. I don't know how old Remo Stars is. We'll find out because it is looking like those who are pursuing them are actually, are defaulting. But the Shooting Stars is, now is now coming out to be the challenge because as for Rivers United, I'm going down, down, down. You better arrest that sleep. You better let that slide before it takes you out. So that is what we're looking at. We look at Yannick Sinner. He is the top player, the top tennis player in the world, but he has just been banned. But people say, is that really a ban? I mean, the controversy was there when he played, in 2 slams, and they would say, why did you allow him to play? And then even then they said because they didn't ask that those the titles he won, the titles he won should be stripped off him. So there is no strip of anything, and then they are giving confidently a 3-1, but they'll make him come back in the next slam. How effective that, of course, whether it was intentional or not, like we have seen, it was actually from what we have seen, it was. A slip from a member of his backroom staff, a physio, that probably mishandled something and let the banned substance enter into what he took in. So that is what we've been told, and that is what we accepted. But right now it was as yes, you took it, and then you are responsible for it. That's what people are saying. And he's saying, I am not. I didn't intentionally take it. Probably that's why they're saying, okay, let's just give you a slap in the wrist. Don't do that. Don't be careless no more. But my guys, they'll look at that and tell you why. And there is the Lagos City Marathon. It has now become a tradition where Lagosians go over there to just run the 40 kilometers. You remember the history of the marathon, from Marathon to Athens. How somebody went to announce that we have won. And after running for that 42.2 kilometers, is it 42.1 kilometers? Do you have as a marathon? And then he now, after announcing the victory, he just, fell down. I mean, that is it. I don't want to run and follow. So very lot has to do. But somebody who did run the marathon is in the house. So let me come to my guys first and say, there's a big one we are going to discuss today. A novel. It's a novel one now because, of course, we have regions and sub-regions and we have National Sport Festival, but right now we are having the Niger Delta Sport Festival. You look at the states that made up the Niger Delta and you look at the states that are right. There's some controversy, but that is not the important thing. Is there is going to be a Niger Delta Sport Festival starting somewhere 1st of April, I think 1st or 9th of April. Forget the data. Forget that what happens on 1st of April. This is a reality. All right, let me come to Okpe. Okpe, how was the marathon yesterday? Okpe Miajola.
Yeah, Ken, thanks for having me. That was the 10th edition.
The 10th edition,
of course,
okay.
The biggest event on the continent yesterday.
Okay.
Possibly over the weekend. Because the prize money now is $50,000.
$50,000. Should we press our calculators?
New York Marathon is $100,000. So you can see that the gap is not for a marathon that just starting with New York that has been there over the year. Boston is $150,000. And by the virtue of what the DMD of Access Bank said, and also echoed by Governor Sanwo-Olu, that next year will be bigger, better, and brighter. But again, marathon is for the brave, for the resilient, and for the men and women of valors, and of course.
Which category did you fall in?
Yeah, Ken. Surprisingly, after doing my part yesterday, about 3 kilometers, I could not engage in the lap of honor because my laps were already sapped.
So was it you were brave?
Yes.
Were you resilient?
Yes. But again, it's good to see the Ethiopian ladies dominating again. They won it 8 times in 10 years.
8
times.
8 in 10. 80%.
80%. Then you have the Kenyas, the males, 7 in 10. And you have Kibet winning it for the second time after winning in 2023. And again, nobody has won it 3 times. The person who wanted to do it for the ladies, Aleme Guta, won in 2016, 2023, but came second yesterday. So for now, you started with the hat trick in Manchester City. So for now, we don't have hat trick when it comes to the Lagos City Marathon. But let's see what happens next year, whether we'll finally get the hat trick we're craving for.
Okay. That is the governor of Lagos State. Sanwo-Olu, Sanwo-Eko, did he run the marathon?
Yeah, no, the ceremonial part himself, Shehu Diko, Dr. Hamza, Deputy Governor, Olokpade, the DG Sport Commission. So we had the ceremonial part, which was supposed to kick off the marathon in the first instance.
Which will kick off the marathon in the first instance. That's the 3 kilometers. That's the 3 kilometers.
No. It's less than 50 meters. No, I said ceremonial. What the governor did.
Yes.
Just the ceremonial part.
So what were you expecting?
No, but Ken, give it to the marathon. We've been saying when we have this executive backing, and this is one sporting event that's enjoy that executive backing.
Yeah.
When you have the deputy governor, Lagos is here for the race.
But Oyo State Governor ran the whole marathon. Shey Makinde, he ran the whole marathon.
Ken, this is the only full marathon in Nigeria, 42.1.
42.1 years.
You have the half marathon, you have the cluster marathon.
Is the Badon half marathon?
It's not up to half.
Oh no, we have to be sure because the governor ran the full marathon.
This is the full marathon. 42 for a full marathon, it has to be 42 kilometers.
But Lagos, they didn't run 3 kilometers.
Who?
The Lagos, they didn't run 3 kilometers.
No, Lagos is 42.
But the governor didn't run 3 kilometers.
I said ceremonial. I said less than 50 meters.
Okay. So not up to 100 meters.
50 meters.
Okay, so he just ran. Is it a curve? But that's not. Is it?
No. The finishing, the podium, the finishing line, the sensor, the entry just came in and ran through.
Okay.
Just to signal that this is the finishing point.
Okay, that they just open it.
It was more of a ceremonial.
Did they give them medal for finishing? Who finished first?
They gave out the medals. Okay. they handed out the medals to.
Never me. I mean, the person that did 50 kilometers, either do 3 kilometers. 50 meters, either 3. And then there's not much difference now. You only run 3 kilometers.
And you have the Nigerian Boyi coming in the 8th position. And
8 in the top 10.
Yeah, luckily for him, those that will be given prize award were 1st to 8th, and he came May, so he will go home with the $4,000 and also the 2 million naira for the first Nigerian.
For the first Nigerian
in the marathon.
Okay.
So this is
so
the
that's
winner.
About $5,000. That's about $5,000
from Kenya when he finished.
Okay, that's the winner. So this guy goes home with $50,000.
2 hours, 14 minutes, 17 seconds.
$50,000. That's about 75 million.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes.
About 75 million. Well,
this is the female.
The winner for the female team.
The Ethiopia. Right. So this is the ceremonial.
Okay. Did they allow the governor to win?
Yeah, you can see him gasping for breath there.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
It's marathon. See, we are using our mouth. We ran only 3 kilometers.
And his legs give up.
I could not go for the lap of honor. My laps were already sapped.
Your laps were sapped. And we will have checked how much fluid.
But it was dope free, Ken. I was tested, dope free.
I see what you did there.
All right, that is good. We are expecting something to arrive, but right now, until then, let's move on. Let's just go. Let's come out with the Nigeria, the NPFL, and see how it is going. Okay, Jimmy is not here. Okay, I wouldn't. No, I think I don't even miss Jimmy much. It's Yemi that Yemi would have been waxing lyrical now, but then you are waxing lyrical where you are you are not at top. You are pursuing. If they disqualified how we won our gold in Sydney. They disqualified Americans, and then because NFU did that, race, I took us down there, and we got the gold. That's our 3rd gold. Probably because we didn't win it straight. Since then, we have not won. Because that's the last. We have your 3 gold medals at the Olympics. And that was it. 2 in Atlanta, and then the next one, that's just back to back. That's 2000. And after then, we waited and waited for that gold. On the Chioma, Golden Girl, she did that. When we woke up, found out that Chioma has 1 gold for Nigeria. Then one Kwakano led, the football team, and then they won that gold. Beating Brazil and beating Argentina, it's not a small joke. They won it, and then we thought, okay, that is what we are going to do. And since then, we just went to Sydney, and then the relay team, they did so well. Bada wasn't that?
Yes.
So the brother was I'm trying to remember them.
The policeman.
You know,
I think Clement also.
Gazama Clement Chukwu.
Clement Chukwu.
Yeah. You know, so they did that and then they ran. NFL, I think it was fourth or fifth. They ran. Okay, but the Americans won it. Then they doped. We'll talk about that doping again. They're not doped. Don't go and take drugs. Drugs, you know, I know what it is. I know the pressure and all that things.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, you were talking about Sheyi Makinde. So what he ran was the Houston.
That's the Catalan.
Yeah. he ran the Houston half marathon.
Okay, he has run the Houston half marathon before.
Marathon, yes.
Okay.
No, this year.
This year, January.
January.
Last month, yeah. So he did it in 2 hours 53 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think that's what Akwa was referring to.
No, he ran did he not run the City Marathon?
What I'm saying is the only full marathon we have in Nigeria is the Access Bank Lagos.
No, I want to know what is the distance of the Ibadan City Marathon?
We have to confirm.
But definitely not 42 because it's the Lagos one that is only 42.
Calm down now. You ran only 3 kilometers. So even
He didn't do. That's the most important thing. You were dope free.
Yes.
you didn't run 3. You ran only 3 kilometers.
Yeah, I take my exotic.
The governor ran a full marathon. Or a half of the Iran food, whether it is half marathon in terms of half of 42.1 kilometer, it doesn't really matter. But what we are saying that is he ran from the beginning to the end.
He has confirmed he did in 2 hours 53 minutes.
He said the Houston Marathon.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Ibadan City Marathon.
I don't think he ran. He spoke at it, but I don't think he ran.
He didn't run that. We'll check.
I am aware of the youth team because he himself, and I asked him that I would be expecting him in Lagos, but unfortunately we didn't see him.
Okay, you wanted to see him?
He tweeted.
Okay.
When after finishing, and I was part of those who responded, okay, we'd love to see this in Lagos.
Okay, but did he respond to you?
No, he didn't.
He has not responded, okay. Okay, and then back to football. Can we have the the NPFL teams that that are playing today? Let us see how they are doing. Who is there? Like the last time those are the results.
Okay, Eyimbas.
Finidi losing to his former team. Yeah. But it's also difficult when you go back to your former team. I don't know. It's very most times the coaches don't win. So I give him that for Finidi is my guy.
But
so I must say this.
They are moving farther away from the first position.
Yes.
So
that is the thing.
You have Kano Pillars beating
Abia Warriors.
Goalless draw between Nasarawa United and Ikorodu City.
Yeah.
Plateau United 2 winners over Ekanemi Warriors.
Bayelsa lost.
Kwara United 1-0 better than Bayelsa United. Lobby Stars.
Lost to Rangers last week, and here they are again dropping to that means 1 point in 6.
With Katsina United and Sunshine Stars.
What is Aqua?
Over Aqua United.
Who can help Aqua United? I don't know. Who can help Aqua United the way it is going? Aqua United seem to be going down. Bayelsa United. I was still following that game when it was 0-0. Probably they did lost. But so we have two away teams picking 1 point. Apart from that one, we're just having home games. Do we have the table? Okay. Well, we have today's fixtures.
Yeah, Enugu Rangers taking on league leaders.
I love that. Remo Stars.
Then Shooting Stars going to waiting for Atlan. Ben Insurance at home to Tornadoes.
I love these fixtures. Are all staff fixtures. Rangers, I don't know what is happening to them. Will they this title? I don't know where they go. But Remo Stars are saying, look, can they hold on? It's like we are saying, two teams playing. If you cannot beat me on this one, then I will just. I'm talking about Leverkusen, just like yesterday. Leverkusen taking on Bayern Munich. Sure. But the Rangers are not but then that is Remo Star saying, look, we are taking the high flyers. Can we? Rangers to their form for some time now has been a little bit suspect. But Heartland are one of those teams that we are saying with Ikorodu City, came up, and that is it. So Heartland taking on 3SC, the high flyers. I mean, that is a cracker. That is a cracker.
You have a team in 3SC that finished strongly last season.
Yeah.
But they were
slumped.
They finished beautifully. They were late starters and they were just out of the continental slot. They finished fourth. Okay. The first day that took the continental slot. But I see this season they started slowly and picked up form, only losing just last week. So I think with the 5-point gap between them and Remo Stars, winning this match and maybe possibly Remo dropping point will equally help their cause.
But Heartland went to him and held. Okay, well, let us not talk too much. That is the table.
So winning the match give them
they are
close the
8
gap to
points
5 points
behind.
Yes.
8 points ahead of Shooting Stars.
Ahead of Shooting. So
Yes.
Shooting win, I think they can close the gap to 5.
Yeah.
But praying that Remo will not win. But if Remo wins, we'll still maintain the.
Why are you praying?
Why
are you praying?
You know Newcastle lost.
So Rivers United, as you said, gap between Rivers United and Remo 10 points. Then you have Abia Warriors. Abia Warriors didn't start too well, but now 4th position, knocking on the continental.
You can imagine.
position.
Look at Abia Warriors
Yes,
right
Abia
there.
Warriors,
Of course, but their goal difference is significant because it's like they've taken as they have given, as much as they've given.
Yes.
It's
And on
just
Christian,
zero there.
they started keeping clean sheet of season, so
Yes.
that's why because they started badly.
Ikesha Romo is their goalkeeper trainer. So
and you have Mama.
yeah.
You have Mama at the head coach.
That's good. So now goalkeepers now,
Yes.
goalkeepers now they there.
So then Enugu Rangers,
Okay.
you have them there. Ikodu City, Kwara United.
In about 10th, I don't know.
Kano Pillars,
It's
Eka,
not. It's that kind of season.
Yeah, it is that kind
It's
of
that
season.
kind of a season for them.
And all
Niger
the
Tornadoes too
outstanding,
have
they played
come
all
down.
their
At a point,
outstanding.
it was difficult beating them. I think probably they played a lot of draws. I can see them right there at 12th. And I thought they should be upper there. Kurodu City also. Okay, so that is the league. Plateau
you
United
had,
did other
the
3
Stars
points
from
and 3 goals.
Makurdi,
Okay, and that
still
taking them down.
Base of the pyramid, Aqua United, Nasarawa United.
This is not
Sunshine
looking
Stars.
okay.
So
Let's see. Can Lobby Stars with their, the Amokachi led team? We discussed with, the FA chairman of Benue the other day here, and talking about Lobby Stars and then how they want to survive. But here I'm seeing them, Lobby Stars, and maybe 5 points from. Is it? If 4 points are good, that is 5 points from 6 points from safety.
yes.
They need to win two games and
Some
then.
like Plateau United, if they were not deducted points, Plateau United
They would have been
in the
31.
They would have been in the top 10.
Yeah.
No, they would have been in the top 11.
They would have been in 31.
31,
then
yeah.
plus 2.
They would display
goals.
better insurance.
They'll
They'll be at 11, not 10th.
11th.
Yeah, they'll be at 11th because of their
They
goal
would have been the
difference,
leader
yeah.
of the rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that is it. So if you are close to anywhere, but I wonder if you are in Heartland.
Heartland, yeah.
Owerri.
Yes, Owerri. If you are there, please go and watch that game. Also, if you are close to the Cathedral, Enugu, that is a cracker. That is a cracker. So any of those teams to
Insurance too.
Insurance. They call them the Edo Arsenal.
Yeah.
The Edo Arsenal.
And now I think something came out this week that the Afuse training camp will now become a federal university for sports.
Wow!
That-
You didn't draw my attention to that.
Yes. And of course, the only thing you just need to do there, because I think I was there in 2001,
Yes.
and that play was still retaining a shadow of the past glory. I think
2001, that's about 23
yeah,
24 years ago.
leadership actually says a lot, because I just respected the vision of General Samuel Gbemudia, the man. Just give it, he's a leader.
High
He's a
altitude
leader.
training.
He's a leader.
I mean, you are Fuze is there. What
Mohamed Ali
yes.
came to Nigeria and he had to pay a visit to that place.
I mean, and they would just allowed it. Subsequent, governors in the Edo State, they just neglected that place. There are area where Nigeria, we don't even leave this country. If you want to have, we want to go to a tournament where the co-region will go to, if we have training in Jos, if we have even in Medguri for it, we have in the Savannah, we have everywhere in Nigeria, high altitude training, the Mambila Plateau. There are things that we could just do in this country, and we don't need to start going elsewhere to go and look for them. We are abundantly blessed. I mean, from the top to the bottom of Nigeria is everything you look out for, any part of the world. So basically, that Afuze coming back.
No.
Wow.
It takes someone to be visionary to have that kind of project there.
Yes.
And I give it to Samuel Gbemudia wherever he is.
Samuel Ogbemudia, that's why we have Ogbemudia Stadium, the Fuze camp. The guy, as a governor then, all the today we are having this line, so that we don't have Midwest line.
And that's why, people are not blind. That's why it was easier for him to come in as the MP and elected governor in 1983.
As a governor, yeah, but with nostalgia.
Yes.
So this man has done it before,
delivered.
and yeah, he could do it again. Anyway, he's up there now, and he should be smiling and looking at it and said, yes, this was my dream years ago. And then they allowed it, you know, this was that political about decadence paralysis, or what was it? There was just one president candidate in Nigeria then, but that is not what it is now. So Afuze, wow. We would love to be there. Probably we'll just go and take a shot of Afuze and say how it is now. And then when the university comes in, University of wow. No, that is blowing my mind. It's actually blowing my mind. Okay, we just talked about Omar Marmoush coming in there and wow. How did you see? Let's look at the EPL. Let's look at the EPL results. Let's look at the EPL results.
Is there not a reason?
Let's look at the EPL results. Because Arsenal played 4-6-0 yesterday and then they won. I mean,
no complaint from the
no, at all. Leicester City, Van Nistelrooy isn't finding it funny at all.
It's not at all.
Mikel Merino
2 late goals.
Yes, Mikel Merino getting this for Arsenal.
Mikel rescuing Mikel.
Yes, the game between Manchester City and Newcastle. If anybody had told me this game would go this way, I would have argued. This is Newcastle, a team that Arsenal has found it very difficult to contend with this season. 15-minute hat-trick from Omar Marmoush. He said, when was the last time an Egyptian will score a hat-trick in the Premier League? And the name is not Mohamed Salah. Well, we saw that yesterday. Aston Villa playing a 1-1 draw against Ipswich. That surprised me as well.
You saw the Rashford free kick.
Yeah, I saw. That was amazing. That was amazing. AFC Bournemouth defeating Southampton away from home 3-1. Fulham defeating Nottingham Forest. That was another game that I didn't really see coming.
You saw Bassey's goal?
Yeah, I did. Then West Ham losing at home to Brentford. And then Crystal Palace, surprisingly, I don't know how Everton...
Understand one thing. Yeah. Everton is with Moyes.
Yeah.
They have an 11-year pact.
That's true, though.
They have an 11-year pact.
Yeah.
Moyes was at Goodison Park for 11 good years. Then he left for Manchester United. Stayed out of there for 11 good years.
Come back again.
And came back, you understand? So this is his third, after every 11 years. So probably as he has come now, he's going to spend another 11 years. I mean, he has stabilized Crystal Palace, Everton. He has stabilized them. There is nothing you want to talk about this. They didn't just transform.
You saw the last Merseyside derby at the Goodison
Park.
Of
course.
And how they got that later.
They do not. I told someone that Everton, there is no way they deserve to lose that game.
Yes.
You understand? There is because Liverpool were just.
But Ancelotti didn't think so because he went and he grabbed the referee's hand. So the referee had to give him a red card.
They've charged them. All of them, they have that, they will go better. But these charges, when they now charge them, they will now say, we'll go and pay £50 or 30. I mean, they are not asking them to pay good money or whatever it is. Okay, that is our Omar.
The star of the show yesterday.
Omar.
I think
he's 26.
Yes.
So it's not as, I mean.
And you know his first goal came off the boots of Ederson.
Yes.
So he has now become the goalkeeper with the most assists in Premier League history.
With six assists, yes.
6 assists yesterday.
Omar scored at the first half of the season. He has scored 15 league goals with Frankfurt.
And 11 assists already.
With Frankfurt too.
Yes.
So now he has kicked off. If he scored another 15 here now,
but I think with this form, Liverpool should be afraid.
Should they?
No, because this is looking like the City that can go on this 11.
Yeah, because Nico Gonzalez and like what Pep said. We saw whatever if we can check the Pep interview. He said this is. His tackles, getting this is what Rodri.
Yeah.
So it's like
aerial tackles.
Yeah, because even
intercepting play and all of that.
Most guys who have commented on this have been saying, look, that Nico Gonzalez should have been the man of the match. Forget that Omar scored a hat-trick, but you cannot ignore that, whether you like it or not. You can't ignore it.
I was seeing somewhere they said Pep in his first season, he finished 4th, and he went on to win back-to-back Premier League titles.
Yes.
And then the next time again, they say he had a bad season. He finished 2nd, and then he went on to win 4.
Okay, so
now he's having a bad season again.
After this one again, he's going to win 10.
But you could tell that this is a team that I think the signings have more or less like stabilized Manchester City.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to that thriller at the Bernabeu next week.
Don't forget with Alan becoming the standing captain now, because he has said him signing 10 years means the club should be looking ahead so that build your team around someone that will be here for the next
He
5
won the
years.
captain's band yesterday.
That was what informed that decision.
He won it. That is part of this that, you know, as a fan of the young Marcus Rashford, I have looked forward to say in the next 3 seasons or so, the armband would have come to him. I tell you this, when you love a club so much the way he loves Manchester United, you feel so bad the way, you know, somebody being treated. I'm not making excuses for him. When Rooney is revered, but people forgot that when Rooney did put in a request to leave Manchester United. Today we are playing, okay, those are
Liverpool hosting Wolverhampton Wanderers, looking to bounce back from that draw at Everton. And of course, Tottenham and Manchester United. I don't know who has had the worst season. Between these two, it's a game I'm really not looking forward to watching.
Maybe they have any option.
I do that.
No, but according to Amorim, what he said was he's under more severe pressure than his counterpart, than Ange Postecoglou.
How?
I think
That was
Postecoglou started so well.
no, that he is under more pressure and
See, Tottenham has not won this league since 1961. Leave this talk. You understand? Tottenham, I'm just happy for Harry Kane.
Man might finally win something.
I'm just happy for Harry Kane that, yes, you know, nothing they've not said. I mean, how can you? How many times was he top scorer in the APL?
Yes.
I mean, you just have this individual honors without, you know, having a trophy to show.
Currently only behind Alan Shearer, if I'm not mistaken. So, and not a single league title.
To show for it, you understand? So right now, last season, we say it was sure banker. That since he has gone to my Bayern will always win, and that was the year they now.
Alonso and Boniface.
After 12 years.
Yes, but look at the two managers you are talking about here. Okay, like, you're talking about Alonso, and then you're talking about Vincent Kompany. I mean, these are managers that for rookie. Of course, Vincent Kompany has more, you know, he has more experience, having, you know, been to Anderlecht and then coming to Burnley and the championship and then coming in here. But he just left. He just relegated the club. These are stories.
He was the first choice manager for Bayern.
He was the fourth
choice. And someone like Alonso got the season disrupted by this rumor of going to Liverpool or going to Real Madrid.
All right. I'm being told now that, you know, we are exiting DSTV for now on this show, but we'll still be on other platforms because from our DSTV platform, we are going to Kaduna to join the governor of Kaduna State, Senator Obasani, who today is the flag off for their irrigation, revitalization, and livestock development support program. So if you are there and anywhere, let's join them at Murtala Mohammed Square, where this flag off is taken off. But we are still in other platforms. Channel Sport on Sunday continues, not on DSTV, but in other channels, platforms. Stay with us. Yeah. All right. So why we are going there? We are saying Leverkusen versus Bayern. History, because no manager in history has played Bayern 6 times without a defeat. Xabi Alonso, who was their player, has now played them 6 times, 3 wins and 3 draws. Yeah. I mean, somebody said why he was not celebrating that draw because he felt Bayern had just 2 shots on goal, on target. But then this one keeps, I think that they're 8 points. Yeah. They're 8 points ahead. Yeah. So I think Vincent Kompany is glad looking on course. But I tell you, these are the modern managers. Yeah. These are managers that, you see, sometimes they would just, I don't want to mention some clauses because they don't look at Shine CV and pick you. You understand? They look at Shine player and pick you. They look at what we're talking about Mamosh, we're talking about Nico Gonzalez, we're talking about Jeremy Doku. Look at the players that City, they're scouting, Liverpool and City scouting.
For Alonso, one thing I've not been able to decode about his team setup is how they come at you. Do you understand?
Yes.
People just see that they keep getting these equalizers.
Late.
Their last friendly match for this season, I watched it with Real Sociedad. And Real Sociedad were ahead. And from nowhere, this guy I witnessed this live, what these guys were capable. If you see their movement, there was no way. So in fact, Sociedad, when they considered, they felt relieved. the team conceding goals and feeling, because they were just on there like this everywhere.
Basically like waves upon waves of pressure.
They were not the Spanish Armada.
Yeah.
So
From
we did the
every
German.
And they ensured they got that equalizer. And for the first time, I saw someone conceding goal and feeling relieved.
Nobody was calm.
that
I think we're even going too far,
stop.
because their last DFB Pokal game where Victor Boniface got, I think, the winning goal in extra time. Prior to that, I think they scored the equalizing goal like in the 92nd or 93rd minute. The way they kept coming at the opponent, you could just tell that it was only a matter of time. And that should show you the fact that this guy knows what he's doing. Xabi Alonso, you talked about it. It's not necessarily by your CV.
It's not.
Pep didn't really have a CV to begin with. You know,
Pep, now Barcelona B.
And look at what he's done so far. So
he went on to win all the competition he entered for. All in that season. All.
Yeah, speaking of Barcelona.
If there is still a if, because what happened to Atletico and happened to Real can also happen to them.
No, so why it's a conversation is because at a point in the season, Barca were 8 points ahead of Real Madrid.
Yes.
And Madrid not only met up, they went on to overtake Barca. But right now, at another point in the season, Madrid were now 8 points ahead of Barcelona. But as it stands now,
that was what happened. I think in 2012.
Yeah.
At a point, Manchester United was about 10 points ahead of City. Later on, City now became. I think City was at the end of
Man City.
Under Man City. At the end of the day, City won that league by goal difference.
The only league has ever been won by goal difference.
You say?
The only time the league has been won
by goal difference.
Yes.
And then nobody can ever forget that. Aguero. Man. Okay, if it is possible, we can open the lines. You guys can join us and be part of this show. Let's hear you. Arsenal have just reduced that gap to 4 points. If Wolves beat City today, it is not impossible. Don't look at it. If Wolves beat City today,
Liverpool.
Sorry, Wolves beat Liverpool today. I'm sorry.
City are always on top. So
if Wolves beat Liverpool today, there's something else. It has happened today. Sometimes Liverpool only that they just managed to win that. But it was in the COVID season when nobody was at the stadium.
But Ken, as you speak, that is the best team in Europe by virtue of the European Champions League.
The coefficient,
they are the best team in Europe now. They are not in the knockout conversation. They are the best team in Europe as we speak.
Yeah, they are topping both leagues, both the UEFA Champions League and the EPL. Okay, so that is the thing. They are topping
you have
it.
Arsenal second or Barcelona second.
Barca second.
Arsenal,
let's not make that mistake.
Yes.
Okay, Barcelona has been second.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm about to be first though.
About to.
Yeah.
You don't count your chickens now.
We are counting it already. That's the confidence.
No, I think the last time Barcelona did this was 1994 against AC Milan, and of course it was 4-0.
Okay. You remember?
Yes.
Good.
That
Champions League final.
Yeah.
No.
So they said that Marseille was even scoring a defensive.
It's like that. Okay, that and the Barcelona goalkeeper, his name started with a Z.
Zubizarreta.
I'm done it.
Oh, well and good.
I know this Zubizarreta. I remember him so much because of that goal that Olise scored in France 98. Boom! A clicker and it goes in there. Okay, with the lines I would like to say, we say we still come back to talk football, but let's talk a little bit of tennis. Okay, people are saying, look, is this a slap on the wrist? Is it whatever on Yannick Sinner? I mean, whether you dope intentionally or intentionally, the result is that you don't. So it wasn't as if there was a mistake. Both the A sample and B sample shows that this thing was there and you took it. And somebody telling me so that it doesn't affect how he played or whatever. So if it doesn't affect how he played, why was it included among the banned substances?
Yeah, Ken, I think Simona Halep that defeated Serena Williams in one of the was the Australia Opens, and that was where I knew doping has a part to play in tennis.
Yes,
because she was for that match she did not do, but she was tireless. And she met Serena. Every shot Serena sent, she delivered.
Yes.
So, but I think what we've seen here is we've seen Sinner becoming the sacred cow. That is what the tennis federation, that is what they've just done. Because now, conveniently, the timing of this suspension.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we have Raji on the line. Hello, Raji. Raji, how are you? Hello, Raji. Can you hear us? All right, we're moving on. Raji, you can call back. You have been hearing the buzzing. I don't know what is holding it on.
He's saying that it was introduced into his system by his physiotherapist.
Yes.
I think one of the massage session and whatnot. And
Yes.
he has since gone on to fire members of his backroom staff because, like he says, he's responsible for them. But like Nigeria said, since it's start day for tennis, because you should have at least stripped him of certain titles.
Yes.
Probably even return some prize money.
Yes.
Because you doped is that you doped. There's really no explanation for all of it, and then it's so convenient that you will just be back in time
for the next slam.
You know, and you're stripped of points. A lot of things should have been done to him.
Prize money,
points, titles.
Raji is back. Hello, Raji. What happened?
Ken, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Raji. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Raji. How are you? Go on. Yeah, we are hearing you clear.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Ken, my joy this week is that by this time next tomorrow, Barcelona will be on top of La Liga. So that's my joy.
You are making somebody to be happy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Next tomorrow, Barcelona will be on top of La Liga.
Wait, now are you the one that is going? Are you wearing the one that is going to wear the boots to play for them?
To surprise you, Ken.
Are you going to be on the pitch, Raji? Are you going to be on the pitch? You are saying as if it's not a match and they just go and pick up 3 points. And this somebody's happy. Okay, Raji.
At least the game is going to be against Rayo Vallecano, Ken.
Rayo Vallecano is riding high this season.
I don't care.
No,
we really don't care.
But again, winning the match does not might translate to winning because
No,
the way it
definitely
is now.
But that takes them to the top of the league.
Yes.
Yeah, the way it is because
Yes.
the 4 teams are also in the top 3 teams are equally in the semi-final, last 4 of the
Copa del Rey.
So that tells you something that there is nothing more to separate between those 3 teams.
Yeah.
It could go either way.
Either way, yes.
You know,
Did you see the circumstances around the games yesterday?
For this season though,
Yeah.
because of certain things, my sentiments are with Atletico Madrid. I mean, with Diego Simeone's son playing for him, with the kind of signings that they have, so I don't know. And the guy I didn't know he has been there for that long.
Yes, I think he's one of the longest serving
managers.
Yes.
And before then, the coaching seat of Atletico used to be like a revolving door.
Jesus Hill as their president then.
Yeah,
that was
they will sack you after 2 matches, 3. They will not be sacking.
He's come to the club. He's giving them stability.
Yes.
Won multiple Europa League titles. Played in the Champions League final twice. Won the league title.
Let's go. Korafa reached us from Abia. It's not from Aaron this time. Hello, Korafa. How are you?
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Mr. Ken Open and Mr. Chan. Yeah, Mazoka from Aruchuku.
Aruchuku.
Aruchuku is in Abia.
Yes, go on, Aru, go on.
Just congratulate the Kenyan man that took that Access Bank marathon in Kenya. But I was looking at the difference. Look at the difference. 14 and 16. The second guy.
Yes.
That is to say, it was a tight
a tight race.
It was the grace of God for the young man to take that.
Okay. He was talking about the time.
Okay.
Yes. 2.2.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Ken, when are we going to get a Nigerian that will perform like that?
That's a quick. We have Afusa University now. Probably when it comes up, with high altitude of that Auchi, Afusa, all those area. Maybe we should be able to have a specialist training in a center there. I don't know, but go on, Mazukafo, go on.
Now, you see, when I'm talking, some people will tell you the altitude of the longitude and latitude of Kenya is different from Nigeria and the set. But that one always can, because if you look at it, no matter wherever you go, the sports is still sports.
Yeah.
The environment is still there. But
exactly.
We have to do what we call a research work so that we develop games, different sports areas. Because it's somewhere by everybody football.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about it. And there's no place in terms of sporting activity that you not make money.
Exactly.
And we have to train the side. That is why you people that are always on the sports guide, the curriculum of Nigerian school system, they should invite some of these areas it will help us move forward.
Thank you, Mazi. Good afternoon, Mazi. The curriculum. We've been talking about that for a very long time. I think history is back. So, physical education. It used to be PT, where you have every Fridays and Wednesdays. Like Fridays, I know is guaranteed. And then you come up with the people and put in PT, and people say no. They were not turn it to something else. No. They not change it to PE.
Physical education.
So
I think it was PHE.
For now, it's more like revenue generating.
Yes, in the house sports, you have to pay. But
now you just buy, because now the schools you buy the
don't buy it.
Yes.
So for them, it's more like
just
revenue
like,
generating.
and even when they want to do it, they will put into house sports how much you are going to pay for it as part of how much you are going to pay for it house sports.
It's just a uniform.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
It's just a uniform.
You will buy it, and you are buying it every year.
Comply with the uniform maybe on Tuesdays or
yes.
Thursdays.
So you don't wear it to school, and then you don't wear it to school and wear it back.
Dress code.
And I think that is why the supervisory council for education, they need to do more.
Yeah.
Like I've been to 2 entire sport public schools. I don't see them. I ask for them. I don't see them.
Do they have?
People collect salaries.
See, the supervisory councillors, like you say, there is nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with having somebody because it's a political post. But you don't even have to be a sportsman to be there. If look, tomorrow somebody say you must be a health before you become a health minister, you must reap what it is. Okay, what qualification do you need to become a president? Because the president oversees everybody. Yes. All you need is when you are there, you have people who are technically competent, who have the competence in that particular area to oversee it for you. Yeah. That is all it does.
Because in our own time, then we used to have the school management board,
yes.
SMB, then school management committee, SMC. For our entire sport, they are always there.
See,
they are picking talent because it's
I'm always saying, because like I said, like Managerial, a fellow local government area, I say it, they go there and see what they are doing. Some local governments are doing very, very well. Some are just absent. But like you said, a curriculum thing cannot be designed for a local government. It's a state or a federal thing. I mean, the education curriculum, you know, okay, we need this. At this point, where are we lacking? At this point, where do we need to get these things done? That is what we are saying. So the facilities and the facilitators are what you need to achieve what you want to achieve. Like I said, how much facilities do you have? The local government, they have a lot of money.
No.
I mean, that there is nothing to say, look, in your 3 to 4 years span, if you are there for 3 years, or about 36 months, that in 36 months, you cannot do at least 10 sporting projects in your, I mean, 1 in each ward, no matter how it is. No matter how small, no matter if it's a basketball court, no matter how much does it take to do one. In your budget for a month, you remove it and say, this is what we're going to do for this. The next month, this is for this ward. The next month, this is for this ward. Before you know what, you would have gone around the wards in your local government. Put one in there.
And some of these things don't actually cost much.
They don't cost much.
You need to train the children.
How much does it to train the children?
Get the trainers. By the time you get them, take them to, because if ballot boxes could get to every ward, why can't it's amazing. Ballot boxes get to every ward. So why can't you have a table tennis board in every ward?
See, see, in football, I think in La Mesia, they say they teach them that if you are with the ball, your opponent will not do anything with it. That is a possession. Yes. And your opponent can only harm you when your opponent is with the ball. See, if a politician is with power, that's what you can do. If it's not in power, it is that ballot box. So from the day they enter, they're already thinking of how to come back. Are you getting me? But if how to come back has to do with, dividends of democracy, which for us is sporting, we talk about sport. We don't talk about much of other things, even if they affect us, the food we eat, the roads we drive in, the water we drink, the light we use, a lot of the education of our children did affect. But in sport, what are you giving? And I mean, you have enough to give. That is also the thing. Like you said, bring it out, and you will see boxing. I'm more than in a gym. You can have boxers. You can have wrestlers. You can have wrestlers. You can have a lot of people who are training in. There are some about 5, 6, 7, 8 sports that can use a gym at the same time.
Yes.
Are you getting me? Yes. If it is the field, there are things. If it is a court, there are things. So these are the things that you have. You need to. They don't, like you said. How much do they cost?
And unfortunately, the next generation we are raising are people who are used to their phones with medical issues because side problem, sitting for a long time. Do you understand?
So you need to be physically fit.
Again, why what you're saying is really accurate is because, for instance, in Surulere, the fact that the National Stadium is present and everybody has access to it. You need to see what the place looks like every Everybody is there.
Yes.
Almost everybody in Solere, and it's environment. Some people come all the way from First Start to work up in the National Stadium. If you have facilities, of course, why would people?
Why will you move from that side to the National
I'm
Stadium?
taking my kids out for tennis. We go from my place to Royal Park every weekend.
Yes.
Yes, every weekend. And we enjoy the facility.
Good. So, but to put a tennis court in one of the largest local government areas, in Oshodi Solo, to put how much does it take to put a tennis court? No. Just tell me, how much does it take to build lock-off shops and to build a tennis court, which is costlier? They are located every space that the children
Ken, you need the challenge. Why we are saying, okay, government should do, for an individual, if you want to try this, for IMF, they will say conditionalities.
Yes.
The conditions they will give you.
Yes.
You want to use your money to
do something.
Put a court. The conditions you'll be given.
Yes.
You answer.
And
that's why I keep saying, because it's something I've experienced. So government should do their thing. Because if you put so much stumbling blocks on the part of individuals, so let me keep my money and have my peace. So government, do your thing.
Okay, let's come back to the lighter mood. The EPL is not done and dusted, because people are writing off Arsenal. but from what I'm serious. Now they are just 4 points clear.
Yeah.
4 points behind Liverpool. And I mean if it is not compulsory, like we're saying, it is not just as we are saying that Liverpool are going to beat Wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves might shock them. Yep. Wolves might score first, and Liverpool have a red card. Anything can happen in a game.
Like the FA Cup.
Good. So if it comes down to 5 points, maybe a 4-pointer, and City, I think the next game is Liverpool versus City. I don't know.
Yes.
I believe so.
Yes.
And City are in form. If City beat them, or they drop 2 points, because at 1 point this don't help you. If you drop 2 or 3 points, and it now become a 2-pointer, then it becomes an anybody games with over.
So Liverpool, their next, apart from the game they're playing against Wolves today, their next game is against Aston Villa. They have Manchester City, and then they have Newcastle. And these are normally everybody should step up.
Yes.
You would not expect Liverpool to breeze
So
past them.
And I don't see Liverpool winning all those 3 games.
Ken, for me, I have more confidence in the.
I have more confidence. What of Arsenal games?
No, I have more confidence in City coming back than Arsenal. And the reason is this.
Why?
For Arsenal, they have the players, the mentality, the fans always create excuses for them. So they are not under pressure.
That anytime they lose, they have to blame somebody.
If they are not won this match, they say, oh, they are no striker.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know that? So already you've gotten your players, giving them that mentality that yes, if you lose, nothing happens. We are with you. But you don't get it from other big teams, and that has been a cause. It's either the fans and the players, the manager start blaming the referee.
No, the manager blame the ball. Or they blame the referee, or they blame something somewhere must be.
You already have excuses or who to blame.
Right before you even lose, before you drop points, and that's the reason why nobody really takes them seriously.
But if I mean they've come second twice.
Yes.
If they are not good enough, would they be coming on? I mean, I think they are at that point in time, it was like a City team that is like an auto that you cannot stop that on a cruise.
Okay. Greatness. The threshold between good and greatness is very thin and is very wide.
Okay.
So you had a team in '79, Perugia. They did not lose any game and they did not win the league. The same thing still happened to them when they were in second division. They did not lose, they did not get promoted. So before Mourinho came, pardon me.
No problem.
No, go on.
Chelsea were always knocking. But Mourinho came, took them to that level. That's that next step they need to take. And that is why when Arsenal need to break that dock, which is something that has been their
let me ask you this. Because I mean, it has always been a way on the success of Chelsea. Was it because of Mourinho's technical acumen, or was it because of Roman, splashing the cash and then giving you open check to sign the best players in England, the best players in Germany, the best players in Holland, and then we have seen the trend that when he left, the successes did not stop when Mourinho left. Okay. They went on to win the league. They went on to win the Europa Cup. They went on to win the Champions League. They went on. They've been winning, win or without him. The constant factor that has not left those periods has been Roma. Is it the Mourinho effect or is it the Roma effect?
Ken,
I
think it's a combination of all these factors, because I personally, I'm not a Mourinho fan, this you know.
Yes.
But I cannot but give it to the man. Yes, Roman had a major role to play. A lot of people forget that football is not about what happens on the pitch over the course of 90 minutes. Your club has to be run properly. Yeah. Like John Michelobi will say, the moment they see Roman's helicopter coming down, it means somebody is getting the boot. Automatically, what that means is that the manager needs to step up. And Jose Mourinho did that a number of times.
All right, you say we're about leaving.
Okay, before Mourinho came, we had Gullit, we had Vialli, we had all of them winning the cups, but not the league. And for 50 years, for someone to do that, that is half of a century. Nigeria, our last goal, was quarter of a century ago, 25 years. So for someone to do that, there is something in the man.
No worry, we'll talk. This is another discussion. Talk.
Tomorrow, Barcelona topping the league and beyond.
Okay, it's okay. We're supposed to talk about the Niger Delta Sport Festival today, but we could not because our guest couldn't join us. Probably by next week when we come in, we shall do that. We just told us about their Fuzi Invest. I mean, so this is sweet music to my ear. Not just music, but sweet music. Until next week, I'm Ken Ochonogo. God bless Nigeria.